Hello everyone, Von Marie here. Welcome back to my channel. So I have a cat video for you today. Super cute. These cats are from Kat Scrappiness. This is my video for today, and it is the Pawsome stamps, dies, and sentiments, and also the Cat's Meow paper pack. So I am just going to stamp the images. I do stamp most of them out, and then later I end up stamping all of them out. So I am using some white cardstock, and I'm going to heat emboss them with black ink and clear embossing powder. And then I do use my Kat Scrappiness powder tool, which is amazing. And so I have been embossing more often now that I have that tool. And I'm going to heat those off camera. And then I am coloring my cats in with Copic markers. I do use a darker color blend on this cat here. If you see my card later, you will notice it's a little bit lighter, and so off camera I do lighten this cat a little bit to look similar to the one that's on my card, which I will show you at the end. So super easy. Cats are easy to color, which I love. You know, they don't have clothes on, so it makes it a little bit easier to color them. And I love that these images have like the lines, so you can do like two colors. I noticed that one of the cats on the pattern paper had like white and black, so I might have to try that looking at the pattern paper. Do you ever do that? Look at your pattern paper and then try and color it similar? I do that sometimes, and it's fun. And so finishing up with this cat, I will color another cat, but in gray. And I'm using my T markers for this gray, and I believe I use E markers for the brown. And then I will add some cheeks. And that is almost done. I do color these other images too, like the fish bowl, the fish bone, and the water bowl, and the cute little mouse toy there off camera. So those are the markers that I ended up using for my images today for my A2 card. And then I'm using some pattern paper, and then I'm going to ink blend this fishbone stencil, which is super fun. And I'm using my magnets and some white cardstock, and these glitter brushes from Kat Scrappiness are super soft, and they were super easy to get in the grooves of those fish bones. So I highly recommend them. And I used antique linen and spun sugar distress oxide ink, and I'm randomly going to be ink blending this stencil. I don't use the full stencil because I tend to use pattern paper, but I did want a little bit, and I'm giving you a thumbs up there because I love them. And I did want to use stencil with pattern paper because that's just fun. And so randomly I'm just going to ink blend some of these fish bones, the antique linen, and then I will use the spun sugar. And these fish bones I will have to use again because some of the pattern paper has like blue in it, and I was going to use blue, but I didn't for this card. But I think I will next time. So super easy to hold these brushes too, and I tend to hold my brushes close to the brush, so I felt like they were easy for my hands. I have kind of small hands, so that makes a difference. And then I will be showing you what I ink blended. I didn't use the full stencil, so I will be using my fancy oval dies in just a second. But if you check out the Kat Scrappiness store, you will see so many tools, sequin blends, so many dies, and everything is a great price. And I have so many stuff on my wish list. So here is my ink blending, and I plan to just do an oval, so it was perfect amount of ink blending. And then I'm going to use my Kat Scrappiness wire snips to take apart a couple of oval dies here. Off camera I do take apart all of the dies, but on camera it's a little dangerous. I'm a little dangerous with tools like that, and I wasn't wanting to get any pieces in my eye, so always wear safety goggles if you can, safety glasses. So I'm using second to the largest oval die here, and it was perfect for my A2 panel. And then I'm using an embossed rectangle die, and then that is what I'm going to be using for my background. And then I will heat emboss the sentiment that says, "Did someone say catnip?" which is super cute, and I'm just going to color it with my Copic marker. I was so excited that there's coordinating dies for these sentiments, because there's some shapes like a cat and a paw, and then there is one with the fishbone, and it just cuts them out perfectly, which is amazing. So I highly recommend those two. So putting my card together with liquid glue, and I will be adding some white gel accents. And not all the time do I add accents, but I felt like these cats needed it. And then here is the sequin mix that I will be using. These actually have balloons in them too, which is fun, but I'm just using a few of the colors from there with my tweezers and liquid glue. So that actually finishes my card. I hope you like it. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day.